Now, at one point, that gunman fired shots at Sarah Moonshadow, and Sarah is joining us now to walk us through what happened. Sarah, thank you for being with us. I know you were with your son, and we're very thankful that both of you are physically okay this morning, but tell us how you're doing mentally and emotionally.
I think we're still kind of in shock that it even happened. There really wasn't any sort of indication, you know, that whenever we had come in that there was any kind of problem, and we were supposed to be in and out, and we were stalling a little bit, looking around, and at first I was kind of kicking myself, you know, feeling like if we had left a little bit sooner, maybe we could have avoided things. But then I realized that we probably could have been in a lot bigger trouble had we left any time sooner, because when we had gotten out of the store, there were people laying in the street. I tried to run for him, and my son pulled me back and said that we had to get away, and so I just tried to focus on my son. I was mostly focused on just making sure that he stayed as close to me as possible, and that he didn't stand up too far, because I just didn't want him to be too tall and become like a moving target, because we couldn't tell exactly where the shooter was. We knew that he was getting closer to us. We were pretty aware, straight immediately, that it was a large firearm that he was using. And I just started focusing as much as I could on the sound and the direction that he was moving, and how many seconds in between firing, and then if I could hear him racking his firearm in between shots, so that I could try to gauge what kind of platform he was using, so I knew that what we were dealing with. But there was just too much noise, and so I just looked at my son and I told him in between shots, by the fourth shot, I started counting, and I told him, we have 3 seconds, stay low and don't look and just move fast. And he almost hesitated, and I just told him, we don't have another option, where we don't have any other chance to get out of here. So he got to his hands and feet and stayed low and just kind of ran, he just kind of ran and crawled on his hands and feet so that he wouldn't be seen. And I briefly glanced to my right to make sure that we had a clearing, and I don't know exactly who I could see, because it was just so fast. I just stayed focused on my son and on trying to get away.
Yes, Sarah, your survival instincts, your mom instincts kicked in. At one point, you say the shooter actually fired shots at you when you were running out. At what point did you realize that you and your son were safe?
I think at the point whenever I saw, I'm pretty sure it was Officer Talley that was coming down the street, and I tried to jump out from where we were crouching down behind a stone, and I tried to flag him down, and my son was really scared. He said, no, please don't go. And so I backed up to stay with him, and that was when he pulled up to the person that was laying in the road, and then we started hearing more firing. It sounded like somebody was outside of the store. I wasn't quite sure. It just seemed like the gunshots were getting louder. So we just started running further back. We went to the side of the building a few feet away, and then at some point another officer came running. I'm not sure from where exactly, but she came running in our direction, telling us to move. And so I'm pretty familiar with the neighborhood. And so I started showing my son where to go, because it kind of starts turning into a little bit of a maze in the center of this particular neighborhood. And so we kind of wound through a few buildings and stuff, and then there were some people that told us to come sit on their porch, and I think at that point reality was just really starting to kick in, and I just really started freaking out. And
It's an unimaginable thing to have to live through and to try and process. But Sarah, we are so happy and thankful that you are okay. Please give your best to your son as well, and really appreciate you walking us through what happened. We wish the best for you in your recovery, because you will have to recover from something that traumatic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.